So do you want to know about the Elon Musk daddy's home insane work schedule?
Go for it.
Okay. So Elon Musk, obviously he's been involved with politics in the last 12 months. He got involved with Doge. He spent a lot of his money helping campaign, right? The current president campaign. And so this guy tweets this. He says, Elon is back. This is literally what it means to be a wartime CEO. So keep in mind, when he was involved with politics, that means he was very distracted from his businesses like Tesla and SpaceX, for example, right? So Elon tweets this. He says, Daddy is very much home. And burning the midnight oil with Optimus Engineering on Friday night. Then I red-eye overnight to Austin, arriving at 5 a.m. I wake up to have lunch with my kids and then spend all day Saturday afternoon in deep technical reviews for the Tesla A15 chip design. Then I fly to Colossus 2, which is their data center, on Monday to walk through the whole data center floor, review transformers and power production, excellent progress, depart midnight. Then up to 12 hours of back-to-back meetings across all Tesla departments, but particularly focus on AI/autopilot, Optimus production plans, and vehicle production delivery. This is what it means to be a wartime CEO, and that's what he means by daddy is very much home.
When you told me this title and I saw it on the sheet, before, because you highlighted it before we started, I thought you meant that this was his schedule when he's home.
Oh, did you think? Okay.
Like related to his family and kids, because
no.
daddy's home as a title.
Daddy's home to take care of his kids with his company. That's how he's looking at it.
Yeah.
But his kids aren't included in here, but you can see the vast majority of his stuff has to do with work. And I'm actually listening to this pod right now on the Founders Podcast, talking about how Elon works. And one of his ex-wives said that he's not built for a life of domestic tranquility. All he thinks about is work, and he cannot get his mind off of work. And now that he's back and he's focused, this is why he has that he has a $1 trillion pay package if they hit $8 trillion in market value, right?
But I love how he made time for lunch with his children. No, I really do. I get he's a workaholic.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us are. He's a different level of a workaholic.
Yeah.
But even at his level, it's awesome to see that he schedules in making sure that he's having lunch with his kids and getting that family time in when he can.
Yeah. But it just goes to show you that, like, people think it's easy to manage even one company or two companies, three companies. Some people don't think about these things, right? But you can see how much work and effort he has to put into this. And the other interesting thing, I don't know if you know this, this is just a little side point here, but remember he was fired, basically, he was ousted from PayPal back in the day?
Yeah.
Okay. So Peter Thiel, like the PayPal mafia, all these people, they ousted him. But he actually, instead of saying, screw you guys, you ousted me, he actually kept good relations with these people. And that led to...
I think in the long run, in the short run, there was some issues.
Maybe, but Peter Thiel ended up saving SpaceX by putting $20 million in from Founders Fund 8 years later. So if he didn't maintain, somehow hold on to that relationship, it would have been screwed. And also he made a relationship with Chrysler to get an investment into Tesla, and that saved Tesla. So
so the Daimler Chrysler investment into Tesla, right before then he had a deal to sell to Larry Page and Sergey Brin.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
And I think it was somewhere around $10 billion. Don't quote me on the number.
Yep.
And what ended up happening was the Daimler Chrysler deal came in, so he decided not to sell to Google.
If you're in B2B, here's the deal. LinkedIn account-based marketing sucks, but it doesn't have to. With Carrot, it allows you to create personalized ads towards your customers and also personalized landing pages that align with the ads, so you're gonna have higher conversions, and influence pipeline reporting to prove that your ABM works. So if you wanna learn more, just go to carrot.ai and you can join the waitlist. Again, it's carrot, KARROT.ai, and we'll see you on the other side. Yeah, I mean, he was stuck between a rock and a hard place. And his wife said this back in the day. He would wake up in the middle of the night vomiting. He would be talking to himself in his sleep, right? But this just goes to show you that the amount of work it takes to build something really big and the consistency it takes.
Yeah, I got the number wrong. And yes, in 2013, I just Googled this. Google AI Overview says, yes, in 2013, when Tesla was struggling financially, Elon Musk offered to sell the company to Google for $11 billion. And the deal included $6 billion for the acquisition and $5 billion for factory expansion. However, the deal was called off as Tesla sales improved and the company recovered, meaning Musk no longer needed a savior. And I believe also the Daimler Chrysler deal came in sometime around there. But I don't know if he still does, but my guess is he still does. He has a great relationship with the Google founders. He used to stay at their house when he was traveling to Northern California. And he's just like, yo, I want to sell my company. I need money. Okay, sounds good. I really think it was like the Ellison deal.
Yeah.
When he was raising money for X.
Yeah.
He's like,
How much
sure.
you need? Like, how's $1 billion? He's like, maybe a little more. It's like, okay, sounds good. I'm in.
Or he was like $1 billion or whatever you think I should put in, right? And then he's like, all right.
Yeah.
But that's really how it is. You've raised money before, right? Not a ton of times, but you've raised money. Have you ever raised money from friends?
Yeah.
And when you raise money from friends, you do
It's
big
easy.
hoopla speech, or you just text?
No, it's just you text. Yeah. It's
Or a
like,
phone call,
How
right?
much do you need? Yeah.
Yeah.
Same for you too, if you need it. If you need
Uh-huh.
to call out. Yeah.
I've always had, when I've raised money from friends and family, and I haven't done it in a long time, but when I did it in the past, it was more so like text or calls, like, hey dude, just looking at this, I'm in this. All right, sounds good.
Yep. Yeah. So anyway, that's I mean, it's good that he's focused again. It's good for everyone to see that this takes a lot of crazy work to get things done. But that is the Elon Musk daddy's home schedule. Here, one more thing I want to leave off with for everyone here. Elon's algorithm, if I were to simplify it for everyone, this is how he thinks about operating at SpaceX or Tesla. Think of it as DESA, DESSA. Let me explain what this is real quick. D stands for delete. So whenever you look at something, you want to delete. His whole thing is deleting as much as you can from stupid processes and things like that. So delete, okay, that's D. E is the edit. Okay, you want to delete and then you want to edit. And then you want to simplify whatever it is that you're working on. Then you want to speed it up. And then you want to automate it, right? But at the very top of that, you're questioning everything. And if he runs that across everything, and he just keeps running that over and over. He won't take no for an answer, and he works all the time, and it inspires his team. So I'm not saying that's for everyone. That's just his style, but I think there's a lot we can learn. We can take pieces from what we like about what he does. I'm not saying, oh, he's a good or bad person or whatever, but I think there's a lot to learn based on what he's built.
With the D is delete what part?
So anything from a process, his whole thing is you need to question every single process, and then you need to delete. And then you need to delete to the point where sometimes you want to add 10% back. Most people don't delete enough. He thinks that's how a lot of companies become too bloated.
So example of this, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here with the delete side, is this an example like with the Tesla seat? They try to make the manufacturing easy, and they're like, why do seats have 100 or 200 parts? So he simplified the Tesla seat to have a lot less parts.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. That works. And here's another thing. I mean, it used to be, so when they're launching one of their first rockets, they had 2 cracks. Usually when you have cracks, you need to delay the launch, right? He's like, why don't we just cut off where there's cracks and just shave it off? And NASA expected them to delay it by weeks or even months or so, and they ended up launching the next day.
And did it work out?
It worked. That was a 1-hour decision.
That's cool. What happens if you could just put super glue in and hold it together?
I don't know about that. See, you and I aren't physicists, so I wouldn't know.
No. I'm messing around when I say super glue.
Yeah.
But no, that's true. Why not just cut off where the cracks are? If it's not that important and needed, then you're okay.
Yep.